Hello, let's do Wordle for Thursday, February 26th. Let's play. Yesterday we spun the wheel. It said to start with Vogue. All right. All right, except an E at the end. So common letters, STRNL. Probably a Salé, something like slate would be perfect. Let's just try that. Salé anagram is what I was going to say. Yep. Okay, so we had an L and an A. I wonder where those go. I'm thinking like A here, and then the L helps bridge us to the E. Like the word false, but we can't use the S, so something else. I don't think balm has an E at the end. I think it's BALM. Pretty sure. Uh, Salve would be great, but there's no S or V. So maybe not this. I'm trying to find something. Have, but there's no V. Is there like a CE? That doesn't look good at all, does it? PE. Is there maybe a maple? Let's try maple. Right, I was right about the A placement, but not the L. Is there just an LA? Like large, but there's no G. Lathe, but there's no T. Lance, the weapon. All right. Not too bad. As always, the Salé anagram words are extremely strong. Yeah, I kind of resisted putting the L at the start, but maybe I should have just done that. All right, cool. Before we do anything else, let's spin the wheel and see what tomorrow's word will be. The starting word. All right. Tears, suggested by Echo Lesinski. So, yeah, it's a stare anagram. Should be pretty good. Hopefully, it's not an ER word tomorrow. All right, cool. Well, let's check with the bot, see how we did. So, started with, sorry, the answer was Lance. We started with Vogue. All right, it says Trace is the best follow-up here. I'm surprised Slate isn't on the list. Very surprised about that, but okay. I went Slate. It thinks Slate is going to lose on Waste. Oh, the Aced Trap. Interesting. It's worried about the Aced Trap. All right. It thinks Ample or Maple are best follow-up. So actually, Maple was a top guess. And then Lance was the only answer left, actually, surprisingly. There were 6 unlikelies. Labney, Laddie, Lady, Landy, Laurie, and Wally. All right. So, glad I thought of Lance quickly. It was the only guess. It would go Trace. And then from there, it's either Dance or Lance. So it's a 3 or a 4. We'll look at Tails. It's suggested start. Another cell A anagram. So Gable and then Lance. It's guaranteed 3. Okay. We can also look at Steel. Another cell A anagram. It goes Cable and then Lance. Cable's even better than Gable for Lance. All right. Adieu. Vowel heavy start. Very popular. It again just Trace and then Lance. All right. Audio. Second most common. People really like those vowel heavy starts. We got table, and then Cav, and then Lance. All right. Stare. Another common start. We got angle, and then Lance. And then Trace tries to get in 2, and it does. Look at that. All right. We say it gets lucky. If there's multiple equal guesses left choices, we say it gets lucky so we can get the 2. All right. And then finally, clasp. We go fecal. That's fun. And then Lance. It's a fun, like, creature sitting on the grass or something. Is that like a slug or I don't know. Anyway, cool. Well, let's check with the bot to see how people did today. I don't think it's a very hard word, but we'll see. I'm guessing a 99% solve rate. It's not very trappy. There might be some people losing on dance, maybe. But generally, you get the L pretty early if you're doing good guesses. Not everyone does good guesses, though. So this was Lance. All right. Just saving the image before we get started. Okay. Give me 99 skill. I like my guesses quite a lot. 58 luck. How many started with Vogue? 89 so far. Stare is the most common follow-up. Stale, place, plain, slate. People like stale over slate, interestingly. Trace, paste, chime, trine. Slate was what it would go, so it gave me 99 for that. Maple is what it would go. Wow. So I did the exact solve the bot would do from Vogue. 99, 99, 99. That's pretty great. Would have also accepted a few of these, ample and amble as well. But yeah, got it. All right. It goes clasp laced lance. That's different. We don't make our yellow slug thing. Okay. And 0.4%. So I think there might be 0.1%, maybe 0.2 who actually legit start with lance. So congrats to those. 99%, 9.9%. Wow, look at this jump. 9.9 to 46. 81.5. 96.2 at turn 5. 99.5% solve rate. Yeah, like I said, people aren't really losing. If they're losing on they have the L. They're just like I said, like okay, the dance is 5th for what people are losing on, but it's less than 0.1. I mean, none of them are going to be 1% because they could be like 0.2 or 0.3%, but they're not. All right, let's refresh. Load the image up and non-hard mode. It only gives me a 94 skill because it wants a filler. People did stare, plate, slate, plane, place. It's interesting. There's more P's in the follow-ups in regular mode. Stale, stare, stain, train. It would go tails here. Interesting. So even though slate could have been the answer and keeps the E at the end, it actually wants. Oh no, so this is just a filler. Yeah, tails is a filler. Sorry. For some reason in my head, tails was a Sal anagram, but no, it has an I, not an E in it. Yeah, so it's doing tails as a filler, just to get good letters. And so it gives me an 84 because it really wants a filler. It doesn't want to put that E at the end. This is why I analyze in hard mode. And then maple, again, it wants a filler. So it's literally saying, hey, do a bunch of fillers, and then we get lance. All right. Slate bangs lance. So again, a filler. When there's that E at the end, I think it's very concerned about stuff like the aced trap. And so it does fillers. 0.5 for lance. Yeah, that lines up with 0.1 or 0.2, starting with lance. Congrats to them. 5.8, 35.3, 73.2, 92.7, 98.6. Even this one doesn't get it to 99. We have body temp instead. Dance, latte. So more people losing on dance in regular mode than in hard mode. People in hard mode seem to get the common letters earlier. Because you should really have an L before guess 6, but I don't know. Don't know their games. Cool. Well, that's it for Wordle. How'd you do? If you would like to watch the New York Times games, you can click right at the end of the video, take you right there. I also have a pinned comment below with all of the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.